Yes, this is Artworks Blazing FM with your Turpic and Solomon the Blessed One, right here in Love Vibes. Today we're doing it in a different style. And of course, this segment we do have, of course, community scope. When we have, of course, Peta-gay with us. And of course, Peta-gay is going to be sharing a lot of stuff with us today. Of course, she is in a little bit of situation that, of course, she needs some support. And we're going to be asking Peta-gay. Welcome to Artworks Blazing FM, Peta-gay.
Hello, good day, everyone. Good day, Mr. Solomon.
Yes, indeed. And of course, before you go ahead, of course, I would like to let my listeners know that they must listen very carefully, of course, because Peter Gay have a story right here, and of course, it happened to the best of us. We all are humans, and of course, anything can happen. But trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. It's all about trust and unity and togetherness. United we stand and divided we fall. Right here indeed, Outworks Blazing FM is leading the way, of course, to unite, to come together, teaching the nation to come together as one, support each other, of course, and of course, we can make it. Indeed, Peter Gay, you're on. Could you introduce yourself to the world?
Hello, good day, everyone. My name is Peta-gay Matthias Gale,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I have a illness called endometriosis, which causes a lot of pain and bleeding.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
And
this most of the
how
time,
long now have you been suffering from this illness?
couple years well now,
Wow.
couple years like about more than 5 years.
Wow. And how do you go about, of course, because a lot of persons haven't heard of this illness, not being so accustomed to hearing this kind of a illness. But how do you go about, of course, getting support for this illness, and of course, what can persons out there do for you? Talk to us.
Um, right now, I'm strapped for cash. I'm seeking the assistance of anybody out there who can help
Mhm.
to do to do my surgery. Because the cost for the surgery is 485,000, and the lab fee is 45,000, which the grand total is 530,000. And trust me, I don't have that right now because all of my money go into doctor visits back and forth. Sometime 4 3 times a week. I'm at the hospital for this thing, the pain, and I have to buy the pain medication. And after the medication I'm taking is way in Mandeville, I have to go to get it because there's none in town right now.
Oh, so you're living in
And it's a
Kingston, and it takes a lot of cash to care. You have to travel, and of course you need
yeah,
refreshment, you need lunch, and all of that. And don't think that you can just go to Mandeville and just pick it up and come back. I think you have more people there who's in the line. You have to be waiting. You have a number and stuff like that, and you have to wait in there. Sometimes it takes all day. So it's not pretty easy on, of course, Peter Gay right here from Jamaica. And remind us of the name of the illness again.
endometriosis is a thing
Endometriosis.
that it causes pain and bleeding
And where do you feel the pain? In the entire body?
down in my lower abdomen area.
Wow, wow. And pain is not a pretty thing at all to be bearing. And of course, especially if you don't have a painkiller and you don't have the medicine
Ex-
to take care of the pain, because I can just imagine having a toothache and it's all over your face, and you have a pain
Yeah,
down in your abdomen. Wow, consistently. And if you don't get, of course, painkillers and the medicine that you need, it can be overwhelming. Give us your day to day, of course, some activities of this illness. What it stop you from doing? What it cause you from not being able to do?
It would cause it to do actually stop you from everything. Like if you get up, you want to take your children to school. It's painful. You cannot do that. Sometimes for the entire week, you are in bed,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I don't get nothing do at home. Sometimes people are think that it's like you don't want to do anything, but the pain that you are feeling stop you from do as much as your housework.
Mm.
You- Most of the time I spend in my bed. Sometimes, most of the time is my husband have to send off our child to school
Mm.
because I cannot do it. And some of the time I'm at the hospital. Sometimes I come like I will come home today from the hospital, and
Mm.
then sometime by the night or the next morning I'm back there because of the pain. It is painful.
Wow.
I don't wish this upon no one. It is really painful. And I met a friend who had the same problem, and she said, Peta-gay, I know exactly what you are going through, and I did the surgery, and when you do the surgery, you're going to feel much better.
Wow. So when you, according to persons who having the experience already, when you get the surgery over with, it solved the problem.
Yeah, it solved the problem.
Okay. And is this a life-threatening illness?
Um, them so like when you have it for quite a while, like when you're up in your late in your 40s or so, them say it can turn out. Sometimes it turn out into cancer.
My. And we wouldn't like that for Peter Gay at all. Because you
No,
have
because
you have your children, and of course, you need to be there for them as a mother, as
yeah,
a caregiver, and of course, and in end, how old is the youngest child that you have right now?
he's 3 years old. I'm going to be 4 next week, Monday, the 19th. And the oldest one, she's 11 years old. She just do her PEP. Sixth grade, she will be graduating the 5th of July from primary school. And
S-
we're just waiting for the year to hear the school she passed for.
So you're saying that you have two kids?
Yeah.
Oh, and they certainly need their mother. And of course, even the father needs a mother to be there and to be cuddling around sometimes. And of course, it can be very hectic to have your spouse around. And most of the time, she's in bed, she's crying for pain. She wants to be released from this agony. And I would call it agony, agony, pain, and stress. You can imagine in the nights when that pain hit you. You're rolling on the bed, on the floor, all over the place. And of course, you don't.
Because sometimes when the pain take you in the night, sometimes about 2 o'clock, we have to call a taxi to come.
Mm-hmm.
In we have to the moment the pain starts, you have to go take it. If you don't have the pain medication, you got to go the moment you feel it, you have to leave for the hospital because if you don't, it's going to get worse from there.
Wow. Wow. I just suggested before you wouldn't even like your worst enemy to to
Only me to have,
to
no,
have a
it is not
sickness
nice.
like this because it is not nice at all. Now, do you know the cause of this, the reason for this kind of illness? Have you ever asked the doctor?
No, yes, nobody cannot tell us no what is the cause of it. Nobody cannot. It's like some abnormal cells.
Uh huh.
Um, them cells them don't have nowhere to go, so them just build up in your down in your cervical area, down in that area. It
and
is
a lot of time months you have without the medicine, the bleeding process, that will continue if you don't get any.
um no. Sometimes it come sometimes the bleeding start before the pain or the pain come with the bleeding.
Mm,
But is the pain is really because you can see the bleeding which start now and then probably by later it finish, but the pain is there lingering same way. For one, because when I went and told my gynecologist and said, listen, I noticed when I having intercourse with my husband, this is what I see happening to me and this is what I'm feeling. So she said, okay then, this she said, you're talking about endometriosis, Peter. I said, what is that? So
hmm,
she told me, so when I come home and I look up about it and I see what is endometriosis and the symptoms, what it comes with, and I'm saying, hey, but this is what I'm going through.
yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I tell my husband, and he said, I know because there's something wrong because I notice like when we're having intercourse afterwards, I see a bleeding. I want to know why you are bleeding.
Yes.
And the thing is, the good thing about it is that you have a name to put with the condition. You have a name to put it what is going on with it. But when you don't have a name to go with it, it's frustrating.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
At least you have a name to go with it and what you can do to help the situation.
Yes, because in a situation like this, you identify the problem. So
Yeah,
it's frustrating when you cannot identify the problem. What is it and where is it coming from? So you identify the
yeah,
problem, and now you're seeking some support, some help. Your battle needs some help for this, of course, operation, and it has to be done very quickly because the
yeah,
kids need their mother, and of course Ozzy need his wife, and of course you have to learn to dance a yard before you go abroad. Caring for
that is
you
true.
can be assisting to the kids because some of the kids can become our next prime minister, our next nurse, doctor, and you name it. So proper caring, sharing is caring. So we need to share. We need to support each other, and we're going to be asking you to just give out a contact number or contact for persons out there who would like to give an assistance to Peter Gay, who is in a heck of a situation right now and need the support. Go ahead, Peter Gay.
All right. I'm going to give out my bank account statement, which is a NCB account, and the account number for that is 304637919. That is 304637919. That's my NCB account number. Anyone out there who can donate to assist me to do this surgery, I'm asking you, please. And my telephone number is 532-4108. If anyone want to get in contact with me, that is 532-4108.
Okay,
I am
great.
asking for any assistance out there.
Yes,
Please.
yes. Please and thanks. I like that, very manageable. Of course, you're not rushing anyone, but of course, persons out there who have a kind heart, who is moved by the situation, of course, has been asked to support Peter Gay. She's a Jamaican. She's an hard-working lady, but she cannot afford to be doing a day-to-day work like that right now. She need to help. So after, of course, getting this, of course, operation, she'll be able to be normal again and be smiling again. And we want to see Peter Gay smile. So you can come on board, jump on board right here on Hot Talks Blazing FM on, of course, information desk right here on Outwalks Blazing FM. We ask you all to stretch out an helping hand for Peta-gay, and remind us of the name of the illness again, Peta-gay, to just get it in their head, and of course some of the things that, of course, this illness affecting you with persons who just join us. Go ahead.
The name of the illness is endometriosis. Is a problem. It only affect ladies only. So gentlemen out there, you guys don't have to worry. It don't affect you guys. It don't affect us.
Hmm.
Most about 20% of us lady it affected by.
Okay.
And if anybody out there hearing this and they're having the same problem, trust me, you are not alone.
Yes.
Um, you can call and you can talk because trust me, having this pain
Hmm.
and the bleeding, you need to have a good support system, somebody what you can talk to. Because sometimes you would just the pain alone would drive you through the roof. You want to end it all.
Wow.
You don't want to feel it. Sometimes you tell it, I don't want to feel it. I
Wow.
don't.
Wow.
To hear your loved one telling you that they don't want to wake up because of this pain, it is not nice.
Wow.
You can just imagine what they're going through.
Wow.
And sometimes you're taking the pain altering or so. The medication I have to take is Petadine 100 every 4 hours. That is a narcotics medication. Every 4 hours I have to take that medication. And it's not I cannot take up somebody and say, okay, then you want to buy the medication for me. No, if I'm going to send someone to buy this medication, my ID so they can get this medication because it's a narcotics medication.
Wow. Wow.
It's a very dangerous medication. And when it's not that one is morphine. Them call it DDA. You have a DDA license to sell that medication. If you don't have it, you cannot get it. That's why most of sometimes when people hear, okay, then that pharmacy don't because they don't have the license to sell it.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, you're going there, but to you, you're going to say, but there are pharmacy. Yes, there are pharmacists, but then do you have to have a special license to sell that medication. And it's not every pharmacy can afford that pharmacist. So
Wow.
so that ends now it make limited a pharmacy of that medication.
Wow.
So where that medication is, the moment okay then Kingston do have the medication. If you hear that okay this is the place where you're going to get the medication, that's where you got to go to get it because at the end of the day you need it. You know what you're feeling. You got to get it.
Wow. So how much times per month or per week, or tell us the time that he has to be traveling for medication per month.
I have to travel to Mandeville once per week. Like, okay, then I literally went to Mandeville yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
that it was Monday.
Yeah.
So I have to see if I can gather the money by Saturday to go back to get it Saturday. If I don't get it Saturday, I have to go back Monday because the pharmacist that sold it, he's gonna be in the pharmacy Saturday.
Yeah.
I have to call to find out if the pharmacist is going to be there to sell it
Yes.
and and the days and when you can go because if the pharmacy the pharmacist that was supposed to sell it is not going to be in,
Yeah.
you have to wait until that pharmacist come so you can get it. So if you hear that pharmacist went on vacation,
Yes.
you have to wait until that pharmacist come from vacation to get it because they may have an ex-pharmacist in there, but they do not have the license to touch that medication.
Wow.
Because
S-
when you go to the hospital, when you go to the health facilities like the UAR, so when they're giving that medication, they are giving you if they are giving you morphine or petadine, two nurse have to serve it. Two nurses have to take it out of the cupboard.
Mm-hmm.
One serve it to you, and then witness, and the next one witness when you get it.
My.
That's how. That's how. Um, they themselves can get in trouble for it.
It is a very
It's a,
technical procedure, and of course,
yeah.
as I listen to what you're saying, it is very hectic because when it's a once a week, we have 4 weeks in a month, so
Yes, sir.
approximately 4 times for the month, you have to be back and forth from Kingston to Mandeville, and it takes a bus fare. It takes gas. If
Yep.
you have a ride, you have to fill up your tank with gas, and of course, if you have to take a taxi, you have to be paying fare, and of course, you need lunch and you need refreshment and stuff like that, plus the cost for the medicine. So
Yep.
I think it's maybe more appropriate for you to get that surgery done as quickly as possible. Of course, the C's, because of course I listened to you and I heard that you suggest to your husband that sometimes you feel like not waking up to face the situation again, and it can be mind boggling. And of course, we here at
Yep.
Artworks Blazing FM, we do have a restoration prayer team, prayer warrior team, and we'll be praying for you, Peta-gay. And of course, prayer and action, because it's a prayer without works is dead. So since you're at the
Yeah.
work part, we're going to be praying for the Most High, the Almighty God, to be miraculously working to send the right people in place. Of course, able to either to donate, either to come on board to give you the surgery, of course, free of cost, or just, of course, give you the surgery with a little bit more, of course, thought in mind. So we're going to be praying,
Yep.
of course, for the Almighty God to touch that area that you're feeling that pain. And of course, I'm praying for the persons who are listening to give them a kind heart, not a rock stone art, but a kind art. Of course, to go to your account, of course, no matter how small it is, whatever they have, they can put it there because
Yeah.
one coke or full basket. Because if
Full
you
basket.
can come on board and give $2, $1, $5, $10, $100, and we get, of course, over 1,000, 2,000 people coming on board doing that, you will be able, of course, to get this surgery done in a twinkling of an eye. So we need unity. Of course, we need love. Love is the answer. And if you don't have love today, of course, you don't know not God and you do not understand, of course, how to live your life. Peta-gay, of course, we're listening to you and we'd like you to just, of course, repeat those account number, and of course persons out there would like to assist you again right here on Artworks Blazing FM. Go ahead.
Okay, the account number go as follows again is 304637919.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 304637919. And my telephone number is 5324108. I am asking anyone out there who can help, please, I am asking you, please and thanks, and I really appreciate it.
Oh, great, great. Thanks much for that. We're gonna be, of
Yeah,
course,
because
uh-huh.
because this goes to show when I went when I went to the doctor and them told me that I had to do this surgery and I see the cost. Immediately I take up my phone and call KPH because okay, this is so expensive. Let's go call KPH and find out how them do it.
Yes.
And them told me that listen, when we have patients like you, we have to refer them to UE Hospital, Natal or Andrews. You know that Natal and Andrews is a very expensive hospital. So
Yes.
you're not gonna okay, settle with them for them price, you're gonna settle. And the thing is them says the machine that they have to use.
Mm-hmm.
So and
So
it's a private part of the hospital doing this surgery because when I said someone said why can't the hospital itself do them? Said no because the machine what they have to use it is very expensive. So you have to pay for the surgery up front. You cannot do the surgery and then afterwards you pay. No, you have to pay for it up front.
You see? Of course, it's this situation that drives me to look deeper. And in terms of the government of Jamaica, we're calling the government of Jamaica right now in a situation like this. Of course, you can just imagine somebody have their kids and, of course, at their home, not able to pay this surgery. You have to look into it because the government is there for the people of Jamaica, and they have to put the health care system in place, specifically looking at this era right now. We need to drop this to persons in the government seat, in the hot seat. Don't think that you're there as a boss amongst the people. You're a servant for the people. The people have put you there in the position. So you have to come out and to support the people. Artworks Blazing FM is speaking on the behalf of the people, the voice, or giving voice to the voiceless. And we are here right now with Peta-gay, looking to this situation. And of course, she's struggling. She's struggling. Sometimes she feel like she doesn't want to wake up, and we want to give hope. We want to put a smile on Peta-gay face again. Persons out there would like to put a smile on his face. Speaking to, of course, regular persons, the grassroots people out there, of course, who those say they have it to that, but there are persons out there, middle class, poor, and the rich out there, and the government. So every sector, we're bawling out, we're calling out to you for support right here, indeed, for Peta-gay. You're such a humble lady, and of course, she speaks very, very well. And of course, she doesn't boss up people, say, we need you to do this for me. She said, please. Wow, I love that. And may God continue to be with you, to bless you, to protect your kids, and to protect your family, and to give you the courage to hold on, because I know that you're going to get through. Don't worry your mind and your intention, Peta-gay. All right?
Okay.
You're
Okay.
gonna get through with this. Just stick with us, and of course, be with us, your family, praying for you. We're here praying for you, and persons out there, of course, with a kind heart, will be coming through for you, Peta-gay. And you say you're in, of course, Mandeville or Kingston. You're living in Kingston, and you have to go to Mandeville.
I live in Kingston.
Okay.
I live in Kingston. I have to go to Mandeville for the medication.
Wow. Wow. Once per week. So you got that 4 times per month. And of course, if you check up that by the cents and the dollars and how much you got to spend, and you're not working right now. Are you working right now, or time part time? Are you can able to?
No, no, I can't work. No, I'm not working right now.
Okay, and all the burden is down on your husband, and of course he has to take care of
Yes.
the kids, and of course he has
Yep.
to feed, clothes, shelter, bills, and bills. The cost of bills is so high these days in Jamaica that
Yep.
we, and every day you go to the supermarket, a cent or two, or if it was a cent or two adding on to the cost of things, it wouldn't be bad. But sometimes it's 20%, 25% on plus GCT and all of that is very bad in Jamaica. So we're asking for the support, indeed. And we're asking, of course, persons who are potentially equipped to go into the hot seats of the government for Jamaica. Make sure you put these things on the list, that you're not going to be, of course, like the other rest before. So have yourself a beautiful day, Peta-gay, and we trust and we pray that you're going to be getting through. And we're going to keep continue to repeat this program right here on Outworks Blazing FM. Repeat it over and over. And if you don't hear it today, you're going to hear it tomorrow. We're going to be in your skin with this because we must get some assistance for Peta-gay. Of course, any encouragement for persons out there, Peta-gay?
Yes, as I said, anybody who out there having the same issue like me, please. Sometimes I know that it is overwhelming. You want to take your life. Cause trust me, I feel like that sometimes. But do find a support system and talk, because if you don't find somebody to talk to, trust me, it is not going to be easy. And do not let nobody tell you that, sure, don't do the surgery, not going to help. It's going to, because I found people
Mm-hmm.
who said, "Okay, listen, do the surgery. It would help you.
Yes.
Do the surgery to help, because you don't want to take, especially a narcotics medication for the rest of your life. That is narcotics, that is drugs, that is
Wow.
cocaine going in your body. You don't want to be on that medication for the rest of your life. So if you can do something to eliminate not taking that, do this. Just go out there. If you don't have the support system, just like me, like, okay, I don't have the money to do it, ask for help. Ask
Yes.
for it. Do
Yes.
not shame to ask. It is not shame. It's not a disgrace to ask for help. You need to do something, so you ask for the help. And as
Yes.
I said, find a support system and talk to. Talk, if it's just a one friend, talk, because my brother Novel and
Mm-hmm.
my sister Natalie,
Yes.
trust me, they call me every day and we talk right through, just to keep me joy, make me have a little smile on my face.
Wow. And
And
it,
trust me, if it wasn't for them, or for my children and my husband, probably I wouldn't be here.
wow.
Probably I wouldn't be here.
Wow.
And when you have good support system like that, it is good for you. Yeah, it
Yes.
may not help the pain, but at least sometimes when you go through the pain, because much of the time when my brother and my sister is talking to me, I'm laying down in the pain, but by just hearing them voice, it
Yes.
help you a little.
Yes.
It
Yes.
helps.
It's a therapy. It's a
And
therapy, you know. Just to listen to somebody talking to you, it encourages you. And that, of course, persons cares, you know. Somebody's there for you. And I like that
yeah,
encouragement. I like that encouragement, of course. And, of course, Outworks Blazing FM is here for you if you're out there feeling pain in the same situation like Peter-gay. Keep tuning into Outworks Blazing FM and you can call us. And of course, we can spread the news for you, of course, at 1-876-582-2704. That's the number to link us up here and to promote, to advertise, of course, to talk about the issue. Because a lot of persons having issues and into a situation in Jamaica and around the world and don't know who to talk to. And they don't have a support group. So let me tell you this, Artworks Blazing FM is here for you. Is here for you. Is the station, the voice of love. Love is the solution for the problem in the world today. We are here for you with open arms. As our Peter-gay is here with us. Peter-gay is a member, a family of the Artworks Blazing FM right now. And of course, we're asking for the support for Peter-gay right here. Indeed. Thank you so much. And of course, there's just a message coming right here and saying that, of course, we need to close with the account number with Peter Gay and her name again. Talk up the things. And after this, we say cha. Peter Gay, the account number again.
okay. Then this bank account number go as follows again: 304637919. Again, 304637919. That's a NCB account, and the telephone number goes as follow: 5324108. 5324108.
And tell them why do you need the support.
I need the support to do a surgery called laparoscopy, and it's to stop the problem what I have in endometriosis problem, the condition that I have in, so I can, so the pain and the bleeding can stop, so I can have a comfortable life.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a child of the
So, so I
universe,
can so I can live
a normal
pain free.
life.
Well, not pain free, but you're going to live normal. That if you have a headache, you can solve the headache with just a pill over the counter. But this type of pain you cannot solve with a pill over the counter.
No, you have to go through a process for this
So
one.
I'm
Wow.
asking anyone out there, please, please, I am asking, and I really do appreciate it. Appreciate for the donation. Thanks again in advance.
You're welcome, Peter K. So take care and we talk to you, all right? We keep the communication going.
Okay, then thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, you're a child of the universe. And of course, it was a really, really intriguing, interested, informative talk with Peter Gay right here on Coming into Scope. And if you're out there hurting and you need, of course, you're having an issue, a problem, and you need it to be solved and getting across the airwaves, you can call us right here on Outworks Blazing FM on Coming to Scope. And we can highlight it for you on the radio, all across the world. And if you need solution, if you need support, if you need help, we are here for you and Community Scope. And our spotlight turn on bright, like a bulb, of course, to pick up anything. And of course, remember, join us same place, same time, right here on Outworks Blazing FM for Community Scope when we bring to you another issue, another situation that brought forth, of course, to the world that you can assist and support right here indeed. You can drop us a line on outworksja@gmail.com. That is our email address. And you can call us at 1-876-582-2704 for sponsor and, of course, for your highlight, your issue can be brought forward right here on Outworks Blazing FM. Thanks much. And of course, keep tuned to the rest of the day's programming right here on Outworks Blazing FM.